Swimming 1111. Hello, Gee. Welcome to being the first one in my live chat. No. We're going to get into a divine masculine reading, and we're just going to see what their decisions are going to be towards you, what they feel towards you, and, what are their actions going to be soon. Okay, so I do want to emphasize soon. I don't have a date picked out for the title, but soon could be tomorrow, and it could be 8 weeks from now, okay? But soon. So I want you to consider that. Time is fluid. Let's see what's going on with this DM energy. Divine Masculine. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these cards to show me the truth. Nothing but the truth in regards to the Divine Masculine. We really want to know what he's feeling and his actions. We really want to know those decisions that he's already made in regards to the collective. Okay. First one out is partnerships and alliances. Emotional withdrawal. Moving on. Suffering in silence. Temptation. The throat chakra. All right. Bottom of the deck is the third eye. So we all know emotional withdrawal is the Eight of Cups. Partnerships and alliances is the Three of Wands. Moving on is the Six of Swords. Suffering in silence is the Nine of Wands. No, the Nine of Swords, excuse me. Temptation, 15, is the Devil. And throat chakra represents speaking your truth, being authentic, and living your truth. So what I'm feeling right now is there's some separation right now between you guys. He has decided, and he could be a she, but he has decided to pull away from you and not talk to you right now. You might be going through what feels like a no contact, what feels like radio silence. This person is doing a lot of deep thinking, maybe even some overthinking, and certainly decided to take their love away from the situation. They're fighting and battling a demon inside themselves, maybe not literally, but just figuratively, that encourages them to cheat and to be dishonest. So they're battling a toxic energy inside of them. And this is why they've pulled away from you. I wanted to say at first, they want to move on from you, but it didn't resonate with me with the throat chakra supporting it. To me, that is living your truth, being authentic. And I feel like this person definitely tries to avoid being authentic a lot of the time because of temptation and Nine of Swords. This person doesn't like facing the truth about their feelings and the truth about what's really going on inside of them. And I think that's why they want to emotionally withdraw. This card represents the same as this one, moving on or moving away, withdrawing from a situation in your relationship, leaving behind what once used to be familiar between the two of you, at least on a physical level. It's easy for them to get caught up with you emotionally and physically. So right now it's important for them to kind of wean themselves from you, if you will. Okay? Pull themselves away from you to see the truth without distraction. Okay? And they're really trying to do some hermit work here. They're really trying to go inside themselves. As they're pausing and reflecting on your connection, believe me, they are looking back at what you and them have had together, what you guys have said, what you guys have done together. They're looking back at your connection as a whole. And they're trying to see if they can restore their energy about themselves. If they can, if you will, get back to themselves. That's what I feel. Can they get back to themselves? They don't have a lot of spiritual strength inside of them. Turn my light on. It's a little bright. They are trying to let go of some self-limiting beliefs that they've had about your connection. Because the truth is, they've allowed some issues with you and in their other relationships come into their life and cause huge problems. Lately, they've been in their dreams, in their head, way too much, a lot more in their head than they are in their reality. They've been living a lot of fantasy lately. And they need to learn to let go of the worry, the anxiety, the despair about being with you. They do feel hopeless. A positive path will be shown to them. I'm going to keep it real. They have been a player. The Devil card, partnerships and alliances. This is a third party. They're admitting here, I've been a player. I don't want to be a player anymore. I don't want to be that kind of person, is the message. Their decisions right now is to pull away from you. Let's keep it real. That's a decision. Their feelings towards you is they still want to be connected to you. They still want to reach out and have something with you. But they feel like that's bad. They feel like being with you, connecting with you is a negative thing with the Devil card energy. So their actions very soon, Six of Swords, is trying to pull away from you, trying to move on from a toxic behavior and be a better person. They feel like they need to move on from you right now. Let's see 3 from the bottom. Love begins and the light, along with a new beginning. A lot of chakra work. We got the solar plexus, the third eye, and the throat. A lot of chakra work. I do think that you guys are going to have some kind of a renewal of love. And it's when they start being a better person, they're getting the confidence to choose wisely. It's all right, we're getting the tea. Let's clarify these energies. Spirit, can you please clarify 8 of Cups, 9 of Swords? Because they're really worried and overthinking, am I doing the right thing? Pulling away from my divine feminine. Is this the right thing to do? Twin flames. That means I don't feel it's the right thing to do. 7 of Swords. They see this as trying to run away. Escape the twin flame journey. We have a strong Libra presence in this reading. All right, so that clarifies this. Overall, underall, they are lying to themselves. They're trying to escape from you. They're trying to get away with something. But they're looking back. They're looking back, and you know what? It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right to pull away from you. That does not feel like the right decision. But that's the decisions they're making, even though they know this is divine. Let's clarify this temptation with partnerships and alliances. They feel like they made a deal with the devil. Tell me about this Three of Wands devil card, please. Queen of Swords. Eight of Wands. This is, I feel tortured. They're forcing themselves to kind of shut down their emotions with the Queen of Swords. That's really what I feel. I need to shut down my feelings here so I can take action forward. I don't need to choose something that makes me feel a certain kind of way. I need to do the actions that I think logically make sense. I want to force myself to pull forward, even if it hurts, even if it stresses me out. You know, that's things are changing very quickly. Really fast. Like they can't even keep up. I think a lot of their situation is I am rushing into every decision I make. I don't think about it long and clear. I don't give myself enough time to digest what I'm doing. I'm just taking actions without even thinking about it. It just happens. Decision made. I didn't even contemplate. This person is intelligent, but they don't always act intelligent. They're acting way too hasty. They feel like they know better, but they're cheating, they're lying, they've been sneaky. Seven of Swords. And they know that they're better than that. They shouldn't be acting like that. They feel bad and they want to do the right thing with Sagittarius, Eight of Wands. It may not necessarily be towards you, but they want to do the right thing. They feel like they are not making good decisions at all, that they're going based off of their sexual desires. They go based off of an urgent thought, an urgent idea and need. They just go with it. They feel, honestly, they fall victim to temptation way too easily. And they're trying to conquer that, honestly. Abstinence is what I see here. They do want to pull away mentally and emotionally. They're struggling with the physical, sexual body energy of being able to actually pull away. Show me these actions that are soon to come with the Six of Swords and the throat chakra. Can we please clarify this? What exactly are they moving on from? What? They spilt the dog food? Okay. Wow, 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups. And another 6. 6 of Wands. Look at that, 6, 6, 6. Devil energy. I'm hearing I can't let you go. I did want to say that they were going to move away from you. And that was going to be their truth, but I'll be honest, the one thing that kept me from saying that is this right here. That wasn't living authentically. Pulling away from you didn't feel authentic. It felt like a Queen of Swords idea. It felt like them trying to force themselves to get away from you. Even though they love you. But I don't feel that way anymore. I feel like they want to get over the problems in their life and with you. They don't want to be the person that's easily tempted anymore. They don't want to be the person that doesn't have control of their own mind, their own body, and their own soul. They want to reconcile with you, actually. 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords. They want to get over the arguments, the fights, the problems, the separation, and all the problems in a nutshell. Yes. No. His damn cats. They feel like they have lost a battle. The action will be to surrender. That's what I see in this reading. They lost a battle and they're going to surrender. 6 of Wands in the reverse, 6 of Cups in the upright, 6 of Swords in the upright. I will surrender to my emotions and I will stop trying to create, 9 of Swords, Devil, a problem where there is no problem. They love you, Twin Flames, 6 of Cups. They feel like this is fate. They do not want to live in the past, though. They don't want to stay there. They want to move on into the future. That means they hope you can get over some grudges. They hope you cannot throw the past in their face. They don't want to be reminded of the toxic choices they made with the devil. All of this is, I want to get away from being that person. I want to live authentically in my new self. Please don't remind me of what happened all the time. Please don't. I don't want to keep going through that. I know I lied. I know I was living in a life of deception. I know that I did bad things with the devil card. I know it. I know I involved third parties that were evil and toxic, and I shouldn't have. I'm not stupid, Queen of Swords. I know what I did wrong. And this card right here, clarifying all this, is your person wants to make the decision and will take the action to embark on a journey where they leave the past behind them. This card lets you know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. It signifies that the time has arrived in which a difficult cycle in your relationship has come to an end. Crossing the healing waters. Your person, your DM, is approaching a period of time where they feel they have outgrown their past and they're much wiser and much stronger for it. They're going through a deep healing. They now can set new goals, new desires for the future. Let's get some feelings. I want to make things right. That's one of them. I told you that they want to be better. They don't want to be playing by the devil's rules anymore. They realize they were foolish and wrong. They don't want to be constantly reminded of it, but, you know, they're on the way to do some repair some of the damage that was done. I want to feel worthy of you. Look at that. I want. This is their desires. This is what they want. They don't want to run away from you. They don't want to leave you behind. They don't want to go be with a toxic karmic. They don't want to live life the way it's always been. They want to leave the past behind them and move forward with you, make things right with you, and feel better and worthy for you. Bottom of the deck is I'm seeing my toxic patterns, which is that devil card. And that makes so much more sense now, right? With that Queen of Swords. Because she legit sees everything. She sees what others don't. So in their current vibe is, yes, I am seeing where I went wrong. I don't want to lie. I don't want to live a lie. I don't want to be a lie. I'm sick of constantly lying to people. Don't forget, I am giving away this deck for free. It's one of my first little test me decks. And I did add on to this deck later and made it a DMDF message card with some more words on a lot of these. But either way, it's a good deck, and I used it quite a bit in the beginning. And it's free, and you might want it just to add to a little extra salt and pepper to your reading, a little extra flavor. So the way you can get this deck for free is by liking and subscribing and commenting. I will be running like a drawing, I guess, of names for this deck. So I just want to make sure that you are all of the above there. So thank you so much for watching and liking my videos. I'll be announcing the winner of this deck on Valentine's. Okay. Additional message. Work, work, work. They feel like this is a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of work. They know that this is not easy, obviously. And to be honest, all they've been doing lately as they're kind of setting themselves straight is working. Working on being a better person, working hard at the job to just focus and make more pentacles, and working on setting things right. The other card that came out is I loved you then, I love you still, always have, always will. They're just admitting they've always loved you. You know, they may have not made sure that you felt that way, but they want to fix things now. They do want to make things right. They don't want it to stay like this. They want to be a better man. For some of you, they want to be a better woman, but they want to be better. They want to be worthy. They don't feel worthy of good love. They don't feel worthy of a twin flame connection. Yes, I'm hoping that it will be a live draw. If I have the time to write down all the names and put it in a jar, it will be. If I run out of time by Valentine's and I can't write down all the names, I will just go through the comments, look through my subscriber list, and pick. Obviously, the ones that are going to stand out more are going to have emojis. Ones that are going to stand out more are going to be ones that constantly comment, constantly like and subscribe. Those people are going to be standing out versus just one. But I will just kind of feel drawn to wherever I'm drawn to pick. So a card that comes out is Judgment. Okay, it's not in reverse. I just held the deck upside down. My bad on that. They're making a judgment on bottom of the deck, the karmic wheel. And they're growing into a better person with the Empress. I think they've made a decision about the karmic, and the choice that they have decided on is the Empress. Okay, they love you. They want to feel worthy of you. They want to make things right with you. And that's a yes. It's a positive. Okay. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about the upcoming energy that's going to be happening soon in this masculine's life. Bottom of the deck is Forest, steady growth. Hi, Lahana. They were, for a while, way too deep in the forest to see through the trees. All they saw were trees. All they used to see were problems, obstacles, and issues. They were too close to make any kind of a good decision. They have now stepped further back or further ahead, however which way you will say, and they see the path. They're seeing very clearly now. Canoe, Six of Swords, same thing. An upcoming adventure. This person may also purchase a canoe or a raft or a boat of some type and go down the stream and just feel the energy of the universe saying it's okay to move on now. It's okay to let go of the past and go bright into the future. They may live somewhere around mountains as well. Beautiful green trees. They're having a breakthrough. Here's the axe. They're definitely breaking up with some karmic energy here, this devil card energy. They're cutting themselves free and loose from a karmic wheel, from a karmic temptation. They're making that judgment. They're making that decision. They've gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom in the separation, guys. We have books, education, and knowledge. They've learned so much from you, from this situation, from everything, all of your experiences. We even have the path down here as well. They look very much alike. This person may be going to a forest full of trees to get their clarity, to get back on the right path. And this is an upcoming soon little adventure. They are absolutely going to decide to get back on track and back on the right path and stop living in the past. They're finally ready to move on. Not from you, but move on from their bad decisions and move on from the issues that you guys have shared for so long. This has been a long distance relationship. You might still have a little bit of distance, okay? They're trying to get back on track with you. Takes time to get everything in order. But you are in the spotlight now. Okay, your relationship, your connection, that's very important to them. And remember, they want to be in good graces with you. They feel like that's important to them. They want to have a deep conversation with you. I think they will. Love language. This might even very well be around Valentine's Day. I see those little hearts with the messages on them. I know they don't have messages in here, but it kind of reminds me of that. So I do think you're going to have a conversation very soon. Very, very, very soon. Around February 14th. I look forward to that. I look forward to you having this talk with them over the phone, because it's probably long distance. Over the phone, you guys are going to talk about the future. With work, I think they want to work on this with you. We even have bottom of the deck on the mend. So your relationship is on the mend. This looks so good so far, guys. This is turning out to be a really wonderful reading. I am going to pull an oracle and just see what you can count on from here on out. Let's go ahead and do a transformation oracle. Look at that, 33 minutes. The other cards ended at 33. That's awesome. Empress vibes, growth, expansion, healing. They want to get over the difficult times with you. They really do. Spirit, what do you see transforming in my collective's life with this person? Show us the future. Show us the future. So bottom of the deck is connection and resurrection. That is awesome. You guys are going to be all right. You really are. You're going to be all right. You don't have to worry about your twin flame connection being isolated and separated for the rest of your life. You don't have to be worrying and feeling like you are in jeopardy of them leaving you forever or you leaving them forever. That's not what's happening. There's too many signs in this reading showing otherwise. Just like the cards, when I first pulled them out, you could make a judgment based on 6 simple cards. But if you dig a little deeper, if you really dive in and ask more questions and just keep digging, getting in for the truth, getting in to get more information, more details, it goes to show you, don't just judge a book by its cover. Don't just assume something's going to be the way it's always going to be based on how it looks right now. There's a lot more under the surface than meets the eye. And that's the moon's message. Where you once thought a relationship was dwindling away, where you once thought this person was always going to be stuck in a negative, toxic kind of energy, and there wasn't going to be any change about that, you're wrong. They're seeing their toxic ways. They want to be worthy of you. They want to fix this with you, and they want to make it right. They want to be a better man, for some of you, a better woman, but they want to make the change. You may have thought it was all difficult forever, but look at this. Steady growth. Sometimes for you and them, honey, we can be so lost in the details, so lost in the problems, so deceived with the devil, staring in our face, telling us we have huge problems, there's no way around. We can be so stuck and in fear of what the devil's trying to show you, which is an illusion, a matrix, non-reality, just trying to scare us. We can get behind the will of our own mind and start to feed it negative things, suffering and silence, blowing up a little situation, making it into a mountain. We could pull away from the ones we love emotionally and go into a state of depression. We all have those tendencies, and so do they. But this masculine has been able to reflect and find strength. This masculine has decided to bury the past and not live by it and not let it beat them up anymore. How many of us have made a bad decision and we can't get over it? I can share with you a non-relationship message of something I did. I bought a car in a hurry because my other car was stolen, and I was trying to get one just like it. And I thought the insurance was going to cover all of it. So I got the same color, the same year. I actually thought I found a cheaper car. I thought it was a few thousand cheaper than what I paid. So I thought I was getting a good deal. Then come to find out, I got tricked into signing a contract to pay $6,000 more than I paid before. They tricked me. They lied. They were the devil. And they tricked me twice, because then I came to return the car and said, I don't want it. I didn't realize what I was signing there. You told me what the car was going to cost out the door. And by the time I looked at the contract, there was a lot more fees on there than I thought, and I don't want this. And they said, you can't take it back. The contract's already signed. I didn't know there was a law in Colorado that states you have 30 days to surrender your vehicle and say you don't want to go through with the deal. I didn't realize that. And the loan girl did not tell me that. She flat out said I couldn't. I even asked to speak to the manager, and they lied to me about who the manager was and forwarded me to somebody else that lied and said they were the manager. So when he told me I couldn't, I just felt stuck. And then come to find out the insurance company wasn't going to pay for the whole car. They devalued it, even though I only had my car before it was stolen for about 6 months. They knocked off the value like $5,000 plus other deductions. So I ended up paying almost $10,000 more for a vehicle than I thought I needed to, and going into debt $40,000. And I'll tell you, that's a bad decision. Had I just waited a little bit longer for the insurance company to reimburse me, I would have known what I could go out there and shop for. And then to my chagrin, I went to CarMax and found a car 2 years newer than mine and $5,000 less than I paid. I felt like the classroom dunce, to say the least. I fell for it. I was a fool. And you know why? Because I rushed it and I made a hasty decision. Yeah, Doja Cell, that is a hard lesson to learn. The same thing happened to you, Steph. Oh, you hired a lawyer. After I paid the fee, he ghosted me too. Oh no. Now I'm filing an ethics grievance against him. Oh my gosh. See, oh man, I didn't go down that road. I just ate it. I just ate the loss. Girl, I just ate it. I'm still eating it. You know? We make huge mistakes, guys. Some of them cost us financially. Some of them cost us years of our life. Some of them cost us a huge emotional toll, indescribable. Now, this masculine has definitely some regrets, Eight of Cups. He's been through an emotional withdrawal. He's been sitting here suffering in silence. Okay, looking back, feeling very alone, feeling like he's a fool, feeling like he made the worst decisions in the world. Feeling like, what kind of person am I? I'm not worthy, you know? And you can go down a spiral and beat yourself up. And that may have been what this person did for a while. He may have just beat himself up into mental anguish, just trapped in his own head. But the number 9 is the number of endings. And he was stuck, and he could be a she, but this person was stuck in negative beliefs. He allowed issues in his life to become bigger of a problem than they really were. His mind was playing tricks on him. His mind did quite the job on him. And when he finally learns here to let go of the worry and the despair about things he can't change, can't make it any better, then he'll have a new positive belief and a more positive path will be shown to him. Before he knows it, that mental anguish will cease. And this is the actions that he's going to be taking, honestly, is not to beat himself up over spilled milk anymore. You know, what happened for many years, for a very long time, of whatever the period of time was between you guys. It was too much for this person to bear, to think about. It was an avoidance, honestly. I do feel the Seven of Swords was definitely an avoidance of addressing the elephant in the room, which was they made a bad choice, a bad decision. They did some things to hurt you and other people and themselves. Mostly the elephant in the room was you made a bad decision, and they were too scared and trapped in fear and suffering in their silence to fix it. It was too big of a problem to fix. It was, how could I possibly even begin to make this right? It was so wrong, you know, and so they just kind of gave up on it. They fell into the temptation of the devil just by saying, I'm defeated. My life is messed up permanently. I'm a wreck. My life is a wreck. And that's the end of the story. And they did fall under this illusion for a while. But lately they have found some strength with that number 8, 8 of Cups, the inner strength to emotionally take care of themselves, to do some self-love, self-care, to withdraw from the devil, to withdraw from their mind and get into their heart, and to start recognizing their toxic patterns. This has given them the vision here, Six of Swords, that they can move on, that you guys can have a chance at being honest and authentic, that you guys can fix this. Six of Cups. We can actually heal. We can get over our past, make peace with it, and come together in love. The Six of Wands is I lost a lot in my past. I didn't win by any means. There's no gold medals, there's no gold star, there's no big public recognition or pat on the back. This is just someone doing the right thing for themselves, not looking for public thank yous or any kind of recognition. Just someone that wants to live authentically, and just someone that surrenders to the truth. And the truth is, they still love you. The truth is, they miss you. Six of Cups. The truth is, they did the toxic thing, and they need to fix it, and they want to work on it, and they're ready. But you have gotten 2 confirmations of love. This card and this card. I loved you then. I love you still. I always have, and I always will. And that is the truth and the love that will always remain. The truth will remain. You guys are going to have a talk soon. And they're absolutely going to have a connection with you that feels like a resurrected relationship. I want to say that this relationship is on the mend, and they are finally having a breakthrough with their karmic cycles and patterns. And if they are with a karmic person, they are going to have a break up of that situation, and that is their judgment. They are making a choice not to live in the past, but to do the right thing. So I will read that. Well, maybe I won't. Can't find my book all of a sudden. What the heck? Oh, that's weird. Oh, here it is. So this card I'm going to start with, and it is an element of water. It's the number 7. It's the phase of a beginning. It's a duality card. The artwork is As Sure as the Wind. This is about bringing an old passion back to life. Taking that project or that person or that situation that was dusty and on the shelf for later and dusting it off. Regretfully, in everyday rush of life, we sometimes have to put things aside or people important to us on the back burner. Responsibilities start to press down on us, and before we know it, our free time dwindles away and we've lost years. We tell ourselves we'll get back to it, but we never do. We have to realize we got to take the time out from our busy lives to deal with this. Meanwhile, as we're busy living lives, the things and people that we've left behind haunt us with unfinished possibilities, unfinished healing, and unfinished reunions. Without the hobbies and pursuits and friendships that inspire us and give us life, we remain spiritually empty and unfulfilled. We can't follow our hearts, not even sure where those are anymore. We begin to feel needy and vulnerable and living in our head, very disconnected from our hearts. As we dive into this card, it's about resurrecting a relationship that was temporarily submerged. Finally, we get to return to a place of love once again. This card here is also the element of water. It is the phase of nourishment. It is the number 9. Cherish those who are dear to you now. This is a card of remembering to love yourself, first and foremost, and cherish those that are around you, your children, your animals, your family. When you learn to love everyone around you, love will find you because you are attracting the purest form in the universe, love. This is about holding on tight to love's message. And when someone gives you their heart and love, they become like an angel that can carry you through difficulties to better times. To keep love close, guard against laziness, selfishness, righteousness. Don't take your partner for granted. Similarly, anger, jealousy, and insecurities can leave you estranged. Pride can leave you estranged. If you stay kind and open to your loving partner, or just kind to your love, together you guys can cross some very difficult oceans. You guys may have felt like this was beyond repair, but notice all things that you guys have had together, all the looks, all the feelings, all the love, all the words shared, and know that your fears are not true. For where once love once resided, it can never be taken away. Love is strange like that. Love cannot be erased. It cannot be depleted. True love will always exist. The only time people think they have fallen out of love or there is no more love is when they never really loved that person in the first place. They loved something about them. They loved what they had to offer, or they loved how they looked, or they loved the attention they got from that relationship. They didn't really love that person. So when those relationships end, they're okay because there wasn't even love. Real love loves beyond all things. It keeps no record of wrongs. It's not here to play a blame game. It always forgives, and it always loves. It is secure, and it is as sure as the sun rises. True love cannot be tainted. It can be angered. It can be hurt, but it will always exist. And that is the love you and this person share. A love that will always exist, because that's real love. So say thank you for this love. Then turn the relationship over to the care of God, Source, Creator, and the universe. Radiate your feelings of gratitude for this person and watch what other beautiful miracles you attract. One of the biggest messages too about this is self-love. You can't really love someone fully unless you love yourself fully. And I think that in this message, the reason this person was not able to express their truest love to you in a good way is there was a lot of toxicity in their life, and they were really in a place where they did not love themselves. They were suffering in silence, and they hadn't done the work in the emotional withdrawal. They hadn't gone there to that place. I think once they finally forgave themselves of the past and they let go of their mistakes and they just lived in the now, made peace with it, throat chakra, they loved themselves, or they're going to love themselves here very soon. And once they're strong in loving themselves, they can come back, resurrect this twin flame love, and love you because they've always loved you. They just had to get that little piece of loving themselves fixed. And that's what's on the mend. They needed that piece, that element, self-love, self-care. Perhaps you also needed that last piece. Maybe you also were mirroring something and you needed to have some self-love. And now that you guys have had a breakthrough, if you will, you've realized whatever journey you went down on was for the best. And mistakes were made, but we can fix things now. We can make it better. We can be more worthy now. We can work on this and be better for each other. And that's where your future is headed very soon, if this reading has resonated with you. The zodiac signs of this reading that should resonate are Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancerian. Just those four. You might have all of them in your chart, or you may just have one or two. But if you resonate with those zodiacs, this reading may very heavily resonate with you. There's also one more that just popped up to me last minute from the Twin Flame card and the Connection card. I feel the energy of Gemini, especially deep conversations. You guys might have a Gemini in the 7th house, or a Gemini placement, if you will, of some sort. But I do believe this relationship has hope. Maybe a lot more than just hope. This relationship has a future. You guys both have a future. And it may surprise you. The biggest message too, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't assume you know something based on outside appearances. Dig a little deeper. Dig a little bit deeper. There's more to this person than meets the eye. There's more to this love connection than many would judge. This is about putting the past behind us. They want to do that with you. They want to be worthy of you, and they want to make things right. That's what I see. That's the message from your divine masculine. Let's get one last, as we close, a word from them. If they could speak from their heart of hearts, what would they leave you with? First of all, if I send you a sexual message, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I just always desire you. You're the most good-looking, most attractive, most fun, most attractive in many ways, as in you attract them like a moth to a flame. They can't help it. They can't help. They would like to give you better messages, but they can't help it. So if you get a sexual message sometime soon, just know they tried to prevent that, but they just couldn't. They always desire you. They can't watch TV anymore without reminders of you coming on the screen. Movies, commercials, even if it's action or comedy, all of them have pieces of you guys in them. So they've definitely tried to be silent with you, right? Suffering in silence, emotionally withdrawing from you. And you think maybe they weren't thinking of you at all. They were. They were thinking of you the whole time. Okay? Bottom of the deck, I run because I'm just no good right now. And that's why they've been running away from you. We knew that. They realize they've got toxic patterns. They're withdrawing. They're dealing with their temptations. They're dealing with their devil energy and their inner demons. They're dealing with it, and that's great. I'm so glad they're dealing with it. But they're like, hey, honey, it's not you that I disappeared for a little while. It's me. I ran away because I'm not good for you. You don't need to be dealing with that mess. I do check up on you to see what you're doing. Okay, so in the distance, in the silence, they have definitely driven by your place of work or house. They may have cruised on through some social medias just to see what you're up to. Maybe asked some friends that knew you mutually or whatever what you're up to. Maybe you guys have been in some kind of communication and they've asked how you've been and what's up with you, you know. They're like, listen, I do check up. I didn't just disappear because I wanted nothing to do with you. I check up on you all the time. Okay? Or at least once in a while. They do catch themselves imagining your lives together, living your life together. They do visualize and manifest, that's all part of manifestation, how your guys' future would look if they were with you. Part of the reason you guys are going to be able to have a comeback is because they're manifesting you. When a person starts visualizing a future with another person, they start to attract them back into their lives. And they have imagined you in the future with kids, a house, a home, maybe growing old together, whatever. Perhaps you also have caught yourself imagining your life with them, what it would look like, what it would be like, you know? And especially if you're both doing it, imagine how more powerful that is. So yeah, we have this great manifestation tool, our mind. They are definitely constantly seeing signs connecting them to you. Now, a lot of that's through movies and music and experiences like that. You know, there's a lot of perhaps number frequencies. Maybe they see your name everywhere. Maybe they see people that look like you. Maybe there's stories on TV and movies that are a lot like your relationship. Whatever it is, they know that you guys are divinely guided to be together as a couple. And that's very important to them to know that this is real love. It wasn't just a fling, an accident, it wasn't a mistake. It was real. And I think they're realizing maybe after all this time that it was very, very real. Because love scares the you-know-what out of them. But they still want it. And they want it with you. They've got some deep wounds with this temptation card that they have to deal with. And they're dealing with it. And you should be proud of them. I didn't look at the bottom of this deck till just now, but now that I'm looking at it, by the way, don't forget, this deck is free. I'm going to do a drawing. It could have your name on it. Just like, subscribe, and comment. Anyways, Chariot energy, victory, finally making progress, and doors opening. So you guys have some of this good Chariot vibe. It's beautiful. It's great. So you guys are finally able to move forward to get past the past, if you will. You're finally able to get past the past. And that's where you guys are at. That's what's going on with this DM. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Don't forget my Valentine's Day specials, okay? I have a 30-minute reading on sale for Valentine's. It's normally $111. It's only $88 right now. You can go schedule on my website. It's listed below. It's 2 Celtic crosses, actually, so it's like 2 readings in one anyways. But you get a whole Celtic cross reading with an oracle and clarifiers for you, and then you get a whole nother Celtic cross with clarifications and a couple little oracles for your person. And even at the end, you get an overall large oracle reading for the message about your connection with that person. Something for you from Spirit. So if you're interested in that, please go to my website, go ahead and order. It's available now. And if you're more into astrology, maybe you do your own tarot, perhaps you're great at your own readings. A lot of people are nowadays. Please consider booking a love consultation with astrology and a chart review for you and your person. I specialize in Vedic sidereal, and I will look at your birth chart and your D9, and I will take a look at your relationship karmas. I will take a look at your person and their relationship karmas as well, and I will layer them on top and see what your relationship connection is together, and if you have a future, and if they're the right one for you, and how divine is that connection? Is it karmic, or is it deeper than that? We can take a look at that. We can make some predictions about marriage or children if you have any of those questions. We can make those predictions. And you know what? If it's not going to work out, if you're going through a struggle and you just want to know if you need to let go of this or hang on or what you need to do, that's very peaceful to get that clarification, to give you peace to know this is going to end permanently, or it can be revived, or it will be revived down the road, and what karmas you need to learn in the process. So we can talk about that. We can talk about it. So if you want to book that consultation with me, it is available, and it's $100 off. Guys, that's a huge savings. Snatch it now. I will not have that special permanently, definitely not, because it's very time consuming. It's a very big reading. So please go ahead and book that. It's available on my website as well. It's got the Valentine's Day special in the title and in the picture, so you guys can easily find what I'm trying to tell you my specials are on my website. So anyways, those are available, and yeah, we're going to be doing the drawing for this deck. So free. It's one of my first. You guys can have it. It is said when you're given a gift of a card, it works so much better for you than the person who bought it or made it, that it has a lot more power. So believe me, in our community, if we start gifting people cards, they're going to be really powerful. Just a little message from the universe. That's it. So I love you. I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be doing a Divine Feminine, and I'll see you over there. Also, I'll be doing a lightning round where you can have some Q&A. If you have a question, it's $15 a question. You can get 1 or 2 questions on my next video. It's 15 minutes at the end of my video, and you'll have that last 15 minutes to make that purchase and come in for your question, okay? So I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. I'll see you in a few minutes, okay? All right. Well, I love you guys. And remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. Thank you for watching another Divine Masculine message from me. I'll see you guys in the next vid.